especially contending with Hawk and the Graviton Surge that's going to come. J3 is going to be looking to try to match the value that Jake got from that ult as well. But I mean, Soundbearer offers a ton of sustain, just being able to keep people alive. And if ML7 is comfortable here, could actually grip someone out before that Graviton Surge comes down and lands, and might be able to save someone's life from it, especially if they go for a solo grab.
That is not a solo grab.
Yeah, not at all.
That is in fact the opposite. The pulse bomb is thrown in, and we've got quite an explosive cask on our hands. An immediate point for Aspen.
Interestingly here, we see the soldier pick. I mean, obviously a lot of sustained pressure, but really I think the ability to cause some of these flanks, also provide a little bit more healing. We've talked about it already, that Lifeweaver has a ton of utility, not as much throughput. That is the trade-off with this character. Now Proper, they can invest more resources without having to consider Proper as much. Obviously you still have to pocket Proper, do that for sure.
Death Blossom used to start things out. Proper already making that soldier pick look quite smart. He takes down Jake. How do ML7 actually reclaim the space though? I think you just have to give it up.
Yeah, especially now at 93%. I mean, any bad move means that you're going to be going into this fight 45, but it's actually going the other direction. Team Aspen lose a player, but Guru goes down, so no tank here, no Graviton Surge at 95%.
He was so close to getting there. A massive advantage for Team Aspen now as they life grip away. Pop the tree, hold it as they would a strong bastion. Counter tree thrown in on the other side. We are certainly doing a lot for the environment this game. Birdring taking down J3, though not good for his life. Tree runs out as well. Aspen are running out of resource to actually do this. Visor pop by Proper on the other side, and he's got just enough in the tank with the immortality field to get it done. Team Aspen take away the first map of the series.
Not a lot of time left here. This could be the last fight unless Team Eskay can get the flip. Nonetheless, Team Aspen know very well that time is on their side, interestingly enough, at this stage.
EMP out, tree to answer. Pulse bomb is stuck. No, it's on a Ramatra, so he just pops his armor up and has no problem dealing with it. Danteh now running away. Violet running him down, though. Oh my god! A brutal death for Danteh as the rest of his team faces the same fate on the other side of the battlefield. Team Aspen fire back with their own submap, so to speak. And I'm not sure that's going to bode particularly well for them, especially for two compositions that want to be able to get nice angles to wrap around each other. Danteh has to spend blinks to get through the point, but pays his life for it. The position's so much more difficult for the team in blue because of that rollout.
Yeah, I mean, just getting positional advantage was so key, and that's something that, like we talked about with Lifeweaver, it's just so good when you get a positional advantage. You can keep using all of these different tools to
just gets away there. Again, I love the setup from Team Eskay. It may not work all the time, but they're still winning fights, so I guess I can't really argue.
Yeah, it's tough to argue against success, right? Very, very tough. But a little bit of damage into Punk. Takes his health down to 0, so he's gone. And now this high ground control can potentially go the way of Team Aspen. I say potentially.
Over the box.
Yeah. Oh, well, it goes off.
EMP by SparkR. They made great bait, actually. Hawk goes down there, and that calls into question the sustain that this card's going to have now that the tank is back for Team Eskay.
Oh, Team Eskay loses Eskay, though, so Team Aspen are in a much better position at this stage, especially as Punk just doesn't have that sustain anymore, or the help through the utility from the Lifeweaver either. It looks like Team Aspen are going to be able to solidify this one.
They should be able to. Aspen is practically untouchable up here. Now drops down to the rest of the team, just trying to dish out those damage, get the health bars down. They do.
Just under 4 minutes here. Team Eskay still barreling forward. Team Aspen gonna have to round this corner, try to get value out of this tree, but it's gonna be Eskay's that goes down first.
Aspen keeps herself alive, throws in a tree to keep the team alive. Pulse bomb out from Danteh, misses. Kitsune rushes out though. Massive damage advantage for Team Eskay. Team Aspen are chipping away at them nevertheless though. Stalwart in their defense. Proper looks to hold on tightly for them. What? And he may now he's what is it? Okay, we're stuck back here now. It's point C. You got to finish pushing the other one, guys. They missed the memo. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, don't they know at this stage that you kill one player for Team Aspen and it just gets way worse for you? I mean,
nobody's up there at that point. Just an inch or two more.
All right. Keep your eye on the clock here. 80 seconds remaining. Team Eskay really just trying to push out as much pressure as they can with that Ant Matrix up. But it's Team Aspen firing all cylinders as, oh, Eskay and Rupal are down.
You know, all the ultimates being thrown in. Only thing that matters is Proper just being good at the game. Just clips 4 people, man.
Just
He's
like
a magician.
that.
He's just a magician.
And think back, like just moments ago, right? 5.5 minutes going into point B. Now you're really, I mean, 1 or 2 fight opportunities away from maybe just getting blocked in the final section of the map.
Eskay's got high ground now, though. Pretty good position. Great position to avoid that pulse bomb from Proper, which is probably the most critical thing to get out of the way right now. So if your team plays underneath on the mega pack here, they're going to be out of LOS of a lot of the heals. So Punk has to be very careful about this position, but they have the health pack hacked as well. The bonus heals coming out from the map are actually super critical for the position of Team Eskay. They can hold this for pretty much as long as they want, and they're going to have to with 14 seconds on the clock. This is the final fight here, because there are no more chances. It may just go to map 5 here and now, and if Proper's got any say in it, that's exactly what's going to happen. SparkR down, pulse bomb in hand. Proper wants to send it towards the back line. He's already got Eskay in sights. Eskay cowers towards the high ground, avoiding the sharks that lie beneath for now. But how long can you really get away when Violet's got a coalescence? Longer than that! Just SparkR who hacks him out of it. Eskay holds strong on the cart, utilizing that health pack, utilizing the high ground, everything they've learned up until now to find their way through this. Defense matrix nearly saves Aspen, but Team Eskay continue forward. They've got no support, so they've got to make it happen here and now. The sustain is not in favor of them. The overtime is not in favor of them. Nothing favors the team in blue right now, especially with Punk gone. Team Aspen look to send this thing on to a map 5, and they are not taking no for an answer. They take a step back, they recollect themselves, they recollect their health bars. Proper still holding on to a pulse bomb that you just know has Eskay's name written all over it, but can he land it? Violet caught with 1 pulse bomb, keeps himself alive with the Suzu. The pulse bomb for Eskay though, it's found its target. Danteh falls quickly after, and the whole thing crumbles abruptly at the hands of what is no mere mortal in Proper.
J3 helping to do the job as well, clean things up. A 3-man EMP after those, but going back to a map type where, I mean, honestly, there's just so much that could happen. A lot of these neutral fights could really help dictate things, but even beyond that, you see a lot of the, you know, positional stuff really mattering a lot more than even we've seen in the past, right? I mean, something like dive compositions or some of these counter dive compositions back in like even Overwatch 1, I feel like positioning matters even more now. The importance placed on it is so high.
We didn't see that like in the moment. We saw it go down in the kill feed, but the blink from high ground, just Hail Mary on Eskay. I don't know, man. Especially with the first pick onto Eskay, it's looking like a last fight of sub map. Proper's got a pulse bomb as well. Dodging this is no easy feat, especially coming down the small enclosed lanes of Antarctica. Oh man, you can. It's so interesting. He is the apex predator. Everyone fears Proper hunting with this pulse bomb right now, and you can't afford to run away forever. Proper finds you eventually. Eskay down, the coalescence next. The pulse bomb doesn't even need to connect. This Punk falls by the wayside. 99% ticks over, and the overtime wick burns down. Team Aspen will be taking away sub-map number 1.
Danteh just going to try to take a little bit of time here, but not too much of it. J3 and Proper and Hawk able to seal the deal.
Trying to fight for this high ground to make sure Team Warren don't have that snowball potential. Sees the Sombra, tries to spam her out, but she's already out of the fight looking for a hack onto that backline. So it's that 2-man dive between J3 and Proper. Opts not to use that EMP, and they're going to play it safe and try to just help their front line. Pulls bomb! Proper!
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Proper goes down to 1, but he does his job.